Hello everyone, today we're going to be applying an 8-year ceramic coating on this new 2024 Subaru Ascent. The client just received this car and it has only 1,000 miles on it, so he wanted to protect it because he's going to keep it for a long time. Now, even though the car is pretty new, it was still pretty contaminated and had a lot of tar on the front. I will also be doing a light polish on the car to remove any of the protections that may have been put on by the dealership when they wash the car, so we can get that squeaky clean finish that we want to apply the ceramic coating. As you see me doing, I am starting with the wheels first, as they are the dirtiest part of your vehicle, so I put some undiluted products on the tires first so we can get that nice and black finish, and then I foamed the wheel and also used iron remover to help and get rid of the brake dust that was on the wheel. Now, to get the right dilution ratios, I am using this Pro Blend bottle proportioner, so it puts exactly the amount that I set it to. In this instance, I put 1 ounce inside my foam cannon. The sun and the heat were pretty intense on this day, so I decided to do the car in 2 sections. So I do half the car first, then dry it and do the other half after, so that my soap and the water doesn't dry on me and leave water spots on the car. Now, I don't know if it was all that necessary because I will be polishing afterwards, so I could probably remove any of the water spots that would be on the paint. But hey, when it comes to water spots, you can never be cautious enough. So I decided to take a bit more time and wash it in sections instead of having to work more afterwards and remove the water spots that could be embedded in the paint. Now, to decontaminate the paint, I am using for the first time DIY Details iron remover with their synthetic clay towel, and oh boy, can I say it is absolutely awesome. Normally you would have to use the iron remover first, let it dwell, and then rinse it off before using the clay towel. But in this case, you can combine the two together and do them in one step. So you would use the iron remover as your clay lubricant, which, by the way, gives awesome lubricity and also has surfactants, so you can see exactly what sections you've done. Normally, iron removers are pretty known to have a strong and bad smell, but in this case, I found that it was not that bad. I tested other iron removers that were way worse, so I was pretty happy to see that. Now for the polishing stage, there are very few micro scratches on the paint because it is pretty new, so I will be removing those. But the first reason why I'm polishing is to remove any of the protections that could have been put on by the dealership when they washed the car, so any waxes or sealants. So I want to remove those to make sure I have a clean surface so that the coating can bond properly and that we can get the most out of it. You want to make sure that after each panel you do, you wash your pads. So this is my homemade setup. So I have one bucket filled with rinseless wash. I have this stability cushion to agitate the pad, and then I free spin it inside an empty bucket to remove all of that rinseless wash. And while it is still spinning, I put on the gold standard polish to get nice coverage. This is maybe the third or fourth vehicle I'm doing with this single pad. So washing it really keeps it in good condition, but it does have natural staining, but as you can see, it is way better than it was before. What I love and find interesting about this polish is that you do not have to wipe it off right away after you just finish the section. So you can polish your entire vehicle, leave the polish on the car, and then at the end you can go around the entire vehicle with rinseless wash and wipe off the polish residue. So this again is a huge time saver, so you don't have to switch between your towels to wipe it off and your polisher. I will now apply the panel prep, which I spray on a towel, then I can wipe any surfaces, and before it dries, I want to wipe it with another dry towel. A panel prep is used to remove any polishing residues or oils that could be left on the surface, and it makes it ready for the vehicle to accept and bond properly with the ceramic coating. You would want to use the same panel prep brand as your ceramic coating, so in this case, DIY Detail. As this is a new car and the owner is going to keep it for a long time, we chose to do the 8-tier ceramic coating from DIY Detail. Now for the ceramic coating application, I'm using a low nap microfiber towel to level off the coating. These coatings are super easy to apply. My process is that I do a bit of a circle in the center of the panel I'm doing and then do the edges and fill up the rest. I love the DIY detail coatings because they are super easy to apply. They are easy to level. You can get great coverage with only about 3 drops on your applicator. You do not have to fight the coating when leveling. And if you do miss a spot when you check the vehicle at the end and you see that spot, it's going to be pretty easy to level. If not, just apply a bit more ceramic coating on your applicator, go onto it, and then it's going to level off super easy. Also, the cure time on these coatings are awesome because you can drive in the element only an hour after applying the coating, so it can have contact with water after only 1 hour, which is very cool because normally you don't want your car to be unavailable for the next day or two, so that's awesome. After applying a coating, make sure you do not wash the car for about 7 to 14 days, so 1 to 2 weeks, just because you want the coating to cure as much as possible, and having chemicals on there wouldn't be quite a great fit for it. These coatings can be applied onto pretty much everything, so plastics, trims, windows, windshield, paint obviously, chrome, your wheels. So basically everything, which is very nice. You do not have to buy 2 or 3 different coatings, so that's awesome. So as you see me here, I am not putting any pressure or fighting the coating to level it off. Make sure you always get those edges around the windows so the coating does not cure and leave some eye spots. Now onto my least favorite part, which is coating the wheels. I should have probably gotten a bench or something to sit on because my back was hurting a lot. The day was super hot, I was extremely exhausted. As you can see, my arms are basically dripping at this point. But hey, it came out great and it did an awesome job, even though the wheels are a pretty difficult part to get into. So here are the final results for this car. It came out super amazing. The white is now super deep and glossy. The wheels came out awesome. Also, the tire shine is one I love a lot. It leaves a nice and black finish. Not too glossy, just to my liking. The client was super satisfied with the results. He couldn't believe how great it looked because, as I said, there was a lot of tar on the front of the car and he was amazed it could all have been removed in just a simple wash and decon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video where I show my process to do a ceramic coating. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one and if you want to learn more tips about car detailing. So thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.